And so what you're seeing right here is actually a cabinet wrap. Actually, it's a metal, it was a metal black cabinetry for a garage. And what the customer wanted, he says, have a green car. He shows pictures of it was an old, beautifully done car, but he wanted a green, but also the cabinetry make it look rustic and metal and look like it's been used for many, many years. So we said, yeah, we can do that. We got some designs that we can come up with. And so what I did is on Photoshop, I always take pictures of old stuff. And this is, it was a red background, but we changed it, or I changed it to green. And then to kind of almost match his car color. And then did the measurements and everything. I'm showing you this, but also a lot of things are possible when you wrap something. Make it look unique, something fun and different. I made a long form video of this right here, how I wrap this unit. So once it's up, I'll put a link down below and you can watch I think it's about an hour long. I haven't edited it yet, but from wrapping the sides to the top, the doors to the bottom part of this, you can see that black part right there. Everything is all wrapped up and getting ready for him to pick it up. I just want to take a video before I show it. So, want something unique like this? This is called full service. If you're in Meridian, Idaho, or Boise, Idaho, if you want to bring some stuff down, or just text me and say, hey, I want this wrapped as soon as possible. And I say, yep, it's wrapped, bring it down. Take care of it. So, yeah, other than that, stay tuned. We've got more projects and products coming your way. And check out more videos. Also, check out rmwraps.com. We have a lot more unique things on there, like door wraps, marine fridge wraps, cabinetry wraps, all kinds of stuff. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. All right, so in this video, I'm gonna be wrapping this little cabinetry right here. It's metal. Customer brought it in, and he says, hey, I want to match my car color. And it's kind of a unique request, but I like having unique, fun designs. So in this video, I'm going to actually show you how I wrap this metal cabinetry in a unique design, kind of like this. So he showed me the color of the car. Also, he said he just wanted an army green, and so I actually took pictures of this a couple of years ago when I was traveling, and actually it's a real thing, but I just changed the color of this unit. It was a red and I turned it to green. And so I took the measurements of everything, put it in Photoshop, and did all kinds of stuff. Also, you can kind of see this is the top part right here, and the doors are doors, and then also the doors of these guys right here, and that's the side right there. Next thing, once I got everything on Photoshop, I sent him a mock-up of what it may look like. He said, yeah, it looks great, let's do it. So this is the process, right? What I did was the process right there here. So I removed the doors, and now I cleaned it with the invisible glass cleaner, but also I'm trying this new one right here, and it's really good too. That's what I'm aiming for right here. Ammonia-free, streak-free things right here. Lint-free rag, and then next thing I like to do on a lot of my jobs, I just like to use Pyro 94 around the edges, so it makes it last a lot longer. This is printed out on a 3M air release vinyl. This is a matching product right here. And so what I'm going to be doing first, I might do the doors. Actually, let's do this right here. I'm going to actually do it in a different area. So kind of enjoy the video. I probably won't be talking all through the video. Get some lighting going on. But you get the process of doing this right here. And I really like these little pecks right here. Bench cookies right here. And so if you go, I think it's Bench Cookies. I can't remember where I got these from, but I totally swear by them. I use them all the time. So it's lifted up right here. I cleaned the units real quick. And I can't figure out how to remove the handles that's right here without bending the metal of that. So I'm just gonna wrap it right on top. And I told the customer, I said, I don't think I can get these things off. He said, that's fine, it's cool. So I'm gonna get these things wrapped up. And I like doing the bodies first. So if you got any comments, questions, comment down below. I do a lot of things, or we do a lot of things, Devin and I. And again, this is a unique opportunity to show you where we come up with a lot of unique things. So on these doors right here, and a lot of doors, there's little latches right here. So if you get these little latches, lift them up that side, and you lift this down this side, you can actually pull it off. And I'm gonna put these guys right here and right here. And so on these, yes. So this might be a long video, so I mean, if you want to fast forward, you can. I might do a time-lapse video, but the proper way to do everything, I like to remove as much as possible of this guy right here. And yeah, boy, those handles are just locked in there. Okay, actually, you know what? I'm gonna actually do these guys over here too, just because I gotta tear apart these. See if I can tear apart these guys right here. I just like to get as much stuff off as possible. Every job's a little bit different. So I try to go as the same thing. And it only takes a moment to disassemble something that will make the vinyl print much, much better. I don't have to fight around these little locking things. You know what? I will pull this guy off too. And it's best when you actually, on anything we do, is to take everything off. And a lot of times when we do any kind of jobs like this, we like to time it. So if we come across anything similar to this, it tells us, oh, it took us this long, this much material, and to do. And so on the next job, we can say, oh, it's this much, or this much time, and it costs this much to do. And so, as fast as this was done, it'll be slower if I actually had to cut around it, and it wouldn't be as tight as I wanted it to be. And so that's the beauty of doing it right. Okay. Next thing I like to do is, let's do this. Let's do the top first. Oh, I got my squeegee. And you can see my shop too. What I like to use, it's this felt right here. And I actually use every once in a while is my squeegees too. Like this guy right here. I use these guys a lot. But on this one, I'm just going to use this one right here quick. I like this. I always like this red squeegee felt. Okay. Now, anytime you get any orders through us, if it's like, I want to say a, actually, you know, I'm going to bring this guy down so it's a little easier for you to see. Like this is a chest freezer. You always add little markers. They indicate the corners of the doors, but I'm doing it, installing it myself. And a lot of times we always add what's called tacking on strips. And on these ones, I really don't need to. And I'm kind of showing you. Next, you can move it around. I'm going to, and I oversize this too, so. And my goal is to, I should have marked it. Actually, I'm gonna go right here. Oops, wrong. And the beauty of using our material, it's a 3M air release vinyl. This is a matte sheen product. But you can re-release it and put it right back down. So I'm basically doing a tacking on strip right about here. And my goal is to cut it right here. I don't know if you can see that. And right around here, and then loop it underneath here. So it's all kind of one big piece. And try and get as detailed as possible. Oops. And before you start cutting, I'm actually feeling where all the little air bubbles are at, and if I need to lift it up and put it back down, hopefully you got that in the camera. I can't see what you have. Okay. Got one little, where is that? It's right there. Little air bubble in there. Okay, now I'm gonna cut the edges. I can kind of poke where that is right there and get a 45. 45, just be careful. I went quick, I know I did. Because I'm used to kind of my speed. But definitely take it easy. On this one back in, I always kind of take a little lip. 1/4 inch going this way. I don't know if you can see all that. And now I'm just going to take my knife along this edge right here. It's going to cut it. Kind of work my way towards the front. There you go. Shove that in there. Work my way over here. That way, so I'll make sure I'm good. Looks like I'm good on that. Yeah, see, I have a camera on my head, so I'm kind of making sure I'm actually on par. So on this one right here, I just get my fingernail in there. Loop it around back that way. Fingernail's a great tool to use. I don't want to cut in the other. There you go. That's it right there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make shapes. Okay, so on that one, I'm going to actually, so you don't see a little bit of that vinyl, I'm going to go straight up and down on both sides. Okay. I always like to use my thumb and kind of work my way down on there. Now, for right here, I take my knife, go straight up. Boop. And then at the very end, I'm gonna actually use my heat gun and heat this little edge right there, but it looks pretty good. Okay. Same thing right there. I'm gonna go straight, or go straight up, straight over. And anytime I start a new job, I always change my blade. So this is a nice, fresh, clean, sharp blade. way in there. So again, if you want something like this, you just let me know. We do full services all the time. This is actually a full service, but we also, people don't have to be in Idaho. You just kind of tell us what unit you want, what you want wrapped, what design. I mean, we do a lot of mini fridges and refrigerators, wraps for commercial usage, and also home. Speaking of which, that guy, I don't know if you can see it right there. This is one order, and that's the other order. Same gentleman that popped in. Oh, so what I'm doing right here, I felt a little air bubble, and I'm just poking it up a little bit, and then it releases the air in there. Okay, so I got mostly on there. Hit that. Oh, backside. So I'm doing the backside next. And cutting that. Hopefully this is nice and relaxing to watch. Every once in a while people ask me, hey, can you do a longer video? More detailed videos. It's like hit and miss. It's always, your videos sometimes are too long, or videos are not good or long enough to see the detail stuff. The main reason why I like this business, first of all, I want people to get involved in wrapping their subjects. Just like how I'm doing right now, I enjoy hands-on doing stuff. And people are getting active on doing things. So I want to get people motivated on wrapping subjects or building stuff and unique stuff. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, get this right here, and get these guys right down here next. And that's kind of the reasons why I show you guys these kind of things, because I want you guys to get motivated. And I'm basically helping you guys come up with unique stuff, unique designs, unique colors, and get people motivated on, I'm kind of eyeballing it right now. Okay. And there you go. And I'm barely getting it underneath here, so I'm gonna, it's like a sliver of it. And it feels pretty even. So next, let's go straight up. I'm going in the groove. Okay, now I'm taking my knife, like kind of almost in the middle, and I'm doing like a 45-degree angle. Okay, so that's, you can see a sliver of that right there. The reason why I do 45, if you go straight on, sometimes it has a lip. And when you're moving this thing around, it'll pop up, and that's what you don't want. The vinyl. Okay, so now, okay. I'm lifting this up because there is a slight, that's the beauty of this vinyl. So that's right there. Okay, ooh, prime example. I'm stretching the heck out of this. I am going to, you can use the heat gun, hot blow dryer, hanging right there. So I'm just gonna let it relax. So once it's nice and relaxed, I'm just gonna walk it in again. Then your vinyl is saved. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna sink this guy in there too. Might as well. Okay, this is where the metal comes in. Okay, next, let's get this guy up here. and this guy right here. So I printed out a little extra, and I'm just gonna eyeball it to go right in the middle. And of course, she's not gonna see this, or maybe a little bit under here, so I wanna make sure. I want to aim right for the middle, and I'm actually eyeballing this too. So when I'm walking it in, let's tilt it a little bit. So what I do is I tack it on one side, a little bit extra going on this side, and then I'm trying to go right in the middle of this guy, and this is lifted, and I'm just taking my thumb on this one right here, and it looks pretty centered to me. So I got a little bit on this here, and I'm gonna take my knife and go down that one, there, and there, and then up, and then up. And make sure, let's do the top part first. So you can see it doesn't take much more material, but you can see the detail of what I'm doing. And again, they're not going to see underneath this. Take a knife. I usually start in the middle and go right there. There. Make sure to shave all the stuff, because when they're going in and out, it might grab the vinyl. And of course it lifts up, you won't see it, but you'll hear that little dragging of the vinyl. Okay. I'm taking my fingernail. You can take a squeegee if you don't have any fingernails. Do that. Okay. Next, I am going to, your crease, you can lift it up. Little air bubble around the edges. That's what I'm seeing. And if I really want to, actually loop it all the way around. No, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Edge to edge. Okay, now there is a little metal pipe. The locking mechanism. Okay. I always double check where the filling part is. Okay. One more. And let's go. Should be enough. I just printed out a little bit extra strips, just in case if I need to do the sides or anything like that. Try to go right in the middle. Okay. So far, it's looking good. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is go here. I'm actually going to get on a table. Come on. Usually I'm pretty quick at this. There it goes. Okay. And pinch it just like that, just like the door wraps we do. Like that, well, I did that door right there. Okay. Now, this is like perfectly lined up, and I can actually go over a little bit or higher and then pinch it, but I don't need to. Okay, I think I got enough to go. Yep, I got enough to go all around on that side too. And I'm going to take my squeegee. Okay, so for door wraps, disc, sides, everything, what I do is I pull it down maybe a foot. I hold this thing down this way so it's taut and level this way. And then I go like this. And if you get creases like exactly like that, you pull it up, start right back down. And then you can use a little heat if you want, or a lot of times I use my fingernail that blends it in. So I got a little air bubble up here, same thing. I'm walking my way in that way. So the proper way is 30-degree angle, right where you see right here. I'll just go one way, or actually I'm so used to going this way. Okay. What that does is it forces the vinyl down, the air bubbles out, down. So see how that went? See, huh? Okay. Like that. Now this thing is lifted on top of these little puck things. And so I got about an inch bleed underneath right there. So what I'm gonna do is now cut. As you can see, I went this way, went up. And because I don't want to go straight across because I might see how level that looks. So you always kind of go up. Okay, on the bottom, I like to have a release vinyl, 45 degrees. The blade is. So there's no lip. Okay, now I'm just gonna walk my way in. Ooh, got a big air bubble right there. It's a perfect opportunity to show you how to release that, especially if it's around the edges. You can just, instead of popping it, you can just lift up the vinyl and take care of that right away. Okay. Now I'm just gonna walk my way into this. Cut a little bit of the excess off. I was shy, just a sliver. She's pretty good. Yeah, just a sliver of that right there. So it's off, actually got a slight liver. That's the reason why you print over extra, because it's not perfect. I mean, if I cut it perfectly and give it to you guys, and if you mess up or tilt it off a little bit, like a slight little bit like I just did, and then it'll look bad because you'll see like a little sliver of the backing, or the black on this one if you want to call it. Now I'm gonna walk my way into it. Looks like Devin finally got back from lunch. Okay. I'm gonna cut into that. Actually, you know what I can do is I can probably wrap it all the way around. So it laps all the way around. Oh, there's a great big air bubble too. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that right there. Pop it and use my fingernail. So anytime I get like these jobs right here, and after I upload this and do some video editing, I always show the customer their product on the video, and then if they want, they can share it or just keep it for future use and say, hey, this is what I got done. More customer service. Okay, now next. having bad luck on this one right here. Okay. And if you have some good lighting, you can actually go around, and I like to feel everything before I start cutting or placing the wrap around the edges. Anytime we do any mini fridges, the edges around the mini fridges, they always get little air bubbles. I can't figure out why. Okay, looks like it got most of it. Okay. Oh. Again, I gotta do this. Here and up. Okay, now it's gonna do. I like to hold my vinyl this way, taunt. Fingernails up there again. So if you want something like this, please let us know, because I want you to get involved in doing stuff. Get actives. And see what you can come up with. Okay, body's all done. So make sure, so when I get done, I'm gonna actually use a heat gun and sink it in a little bit more. Okay, let's go do the doors. Okay, on these, I usually put markers on here, but I know I was doing it, so I know I can do. Boy, it's dark over here. I have to go on the other side. I don't know if you can see all this. So what I like doing is I like wrapping a lot of different kind of unique things. Lately I've been doing more and more private jets. This kind of reminds me of a private jet. Not the metal cheap stuff, but just taking things apart, installing them, and then putting everything back together. I take pride on what I do. And trying to show people small businesses can actually thrive, but also just enjoy what you do. And I do that all the time. Okay. Now just take your thumb. I'm gonna bend it over like a little bit like this, and right here, especially around the edges. Just the vinyl just lasts longer. Less chance of it actually lifting up. But it usually doesn't lift up. I'm just kind of like overkilling it. And not a lot of people see the sides anyways. Come on. So if you're stuck around this long, hopefully you're enjoying this video. Like I said, I want people to start enjoying what they do, having quests or things you can be proud of after doing it. And I'm just giving you an opportunity to change the look of something, make it something unique, something different. And you can tell your friends or family and say, hey, I wrapped this thing. And I did primer 94 around the edges, so they were definitely not going to go anywhere. And I am going to post heat. That's called heating at the end of the job. Makes the vinyl stick much, much better, activates the glue, softens the vinyl, and molds it to the subject a little bit more, especially around these handles. I'll show you how. Here, let's just do that real quick. Almost done. Okay, so on these, ooh, that's a big air bubble. There. On these, yeah, I'm gonna use, well, let's see. I might not need a heat gun for this one. It's big enough groove in there, I can get my knife in there. Usually heat gun can go around. There, sinks in. There it goes, perfect. I'll still use the heat gun. Okay, bring that guy over there. Take your time when you're cutting. I mean, it's not a huge rush. Unless you got a party you gotta get this to, and I don't know why. I get these phone calls every once in a while. Birthday party or something, graduation party or some, retirement party, and I need to get the wrap here in a couple days, and so the party's in 3 days, and I know it's cutting it close. But we do our best to, if you're asking for, to overnight it, we got choices on the website. You can overnight it. Okay. I'll try to get back to its original state. Again, it only takes a moment to take everything apart, especially as it's brand new. And I'm just going to hand tighten this thing. I don't need anything tighter than that. Let's go get these guys, see what they look like. These look really nice. There. It should walk right in. Perfect. Everything works okay. So far it looks good. A little fine tuning. Hit those guys next. Like I said before, we do refrigerators, wraps, and those are the SC80s models with the light box on top. We do a lot. I've been doing a lot of those guys, and those trucks should be coming up pretty soon to pick that up. Okay, so there's a way, if I remember correctly, so that's the left, this is the right, and I'll do the doors next, pinch that, make sure you got that and that, if you're not, get a little closer. I'm a righty, so I don't know why I did it that way. So always kind of make sure. Actually, let's do it right. Let's start from the top. That's the beauty of this vinyl. Okay. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's where the corner is supposed to be at. And that's right at the edge. It's off a slight. Right on, that's perfect. Okay. So now, just gonna walk my way in. Slowly pull the backing down. Let's double check everything, make sure, oh, that's the handle right there. Make sure everything's level, lined up where it needs to be. Usually doors don't take that long to install, as you can see right here. So if you have any metal doors, it's perfect. Okay, so take my fingernail, dig in, or you can use your squeegee. Then once I'm done with everything, I'm going to use a heat gun. That usually sinks in there right there. And my little nails, I don't know if you can see that, my little nail right there, heat gun will actually get rid of those little scratchies. It's just polishing it. That's what happened. Okay. So on this one, I might loop it around. And if I do that, no. Okay, my apologies. My camera battery died. So I'm going to finish on the next door, and I already installed the other door, but I'll show you how you install it and everything. So this is the right side of the door now. So I'm filling with my thumb. Okay. Let's make sure everything's all lined up where it needs to be. Potent. Okay. I'm not pushing too hard, but hard enough that I can actually get the vinyl down. And then next, I'm checking for the air bubbles around the edges. I'm not sure why, just around the edges on doors and any metal parts. Okay, now 45s on the edges. Just be careful not to cut yourself. Okay. Oh, I was too fast on the last one. So on these guys right here, I could try to take them off, or not a lot of people are going to see that, so I'm just going to go around it. Hopefully you can see all that. Again, this is right at the edge of the door, so no one's really going to see it. I felt little air bubbles. So hopefully after watching this video you have the confidence of wrapping something. A lot of times the straighter the subject the better, or the flatter the subject the better. These are pretty flat. Now I just have to, oh, right there. Make sure to cut these little circles out, because that's where the hinges are at. Okay, next. Fingernail, fingernail, fingernail. Groove, groove. Yeah. Okay, next. Zoop. Come on. Nope. Oh, let's stop the video just for a little bit. Okay, last but not least, this is the last door. And as you can see, this guy goes down a little bit. And so what I did, this goes right here. I can't remember which one goes. Wait, it's this one right here. A little washer on top of that guy right there. And what I do, I make sure that that was cut off right there too, and also this line up there, these holes are cut off or cut out. Get in there and just kind of work this way down, and it usually snaps into place. There it goes. Also, if you want to release it, you just go this part right here and bring it down and it releases it. So it's much easier to do that. So now the magnets on top and bottom of it, and now the stoppers, these little guys right here. Let's go right for the back side. Oops, actually, I'm sorry. Go the front side and do it that way. I don't know why I thought it was the back side. It's going up there. That's a little bit better. Okay, that looks really good. I'm just double checking everything. Okay, if you want something like this, full service, you want full service, or if you want just the wraps itself, what you need is, if you do the wraps itself, it's a little work involved, but we need the measurements of each side, left, top, this guy right here, you know, doors, each door, and the body and everything. So the more information you give us, the better it is, and also the wrap it is right there. So that's it, rmwraps.com website. There's a lot more unique, fun designs like that. And again, this is more of a unique design, so I was enjoying this one right here. And if you want to get a hold of us, 208-696-1180, info@rmwraps.com. Devin or Randy will help you with any comments, questions, concerns. But other than that, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We've got more projects coming your way. And you enjoy your day. And I'm wrapping it up.